Okay, so in that last video, we were extending the back of the leg, but we were doing it by counterbalancing backward. So this one's different. In yoga, in Uttanasana, which is a forward fold, standing with the feet in mountain, we want to get the legs vertical and straight. Often in a yoga class, if you're having trouble bending over, you'll hear people say, bend your knees, which does allow the pelvis to move further. But then we've got these really short back of the legs. Lexi is in the way, but we're just gonna leave her there for right now. So what happens when you, no, we're not. So what happens when you bend the knees is it does bring your shins back to vertical and it does allow your pelvis to move further, but that shortening of the legs has to be addressed. So in Uttanasana, in yoga in a forward fold, I have everybody bend their knees to get their shins vertical, and I'm talking about kind of the center of the knee to the center bony point of the ankle, getting that vertical. And then in order to go further over, you need to lift the thigh bones up on top of the shins. So really the top of the thigh is going to come forward while the hamstrings extend up and you're pushing down through your heels into the ground. Now, I have a lot of movement in this direction. I'm pretty far bent over. You might not be that far bent over. So what does it look like if you're not far bent over? So, right, we have this tendency to do that hip back double calf stretch. If you're trying to do the other version and you only bend this far, you'll bend your knees, which might take you a little further over with your torso. And then again, you might put your hands on a chair or a table. You want to think top of the thigh coming forward and the hamstrings lifting up, and that will take you further over from where you started. It will also extend your calves, your hamstrings, and you're pushing down through your heels. So the whole back of the leg is lengthening again. So what we did yesterday was counterbalance back. Start there, just letting the pelvis come over, then bend your knees, then lift up through those hamstrings. It's gonna shoot your spine forward. It might allow you to bend further over. You'll probably wanna put your hands on something because until you have enough core strength to hold your torso out here, it's really hard to do. Okay, I hope that made sense. Just like yesterday, this pose is done in mountain with the feet parallel about this width, right? The bony part width, and then outer edges of the feet parallel. Got it? One last time. We go over, double calf stretch from yesterday. We bend the knees, get the shins vertical, and we lift the back of the thighs up toward the ceiling. Sacrum heading up toward the ceiling. Tailbone heading up toward the ceiling. Heels on the ground, toes light. And that's today's back of the leg stretch. Good luck. You can do this. Start where you are.